Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Wendy Mutata. Yes, we are still continuing with defining women, and today I am joined by the gorgeous Gaone Thlong. She is a maiden guardian. I'm going to refer this guys, a maiden guardian 200 young South Africans in 2012, and she's also a founder of Beyond Vitiligo. So today we are going to talk about vitiligo. Hence we have Gaone today. How are you?
Well, in yourself, Wendy.
Good, thank you. How did it feel in 2012?
In 2012, actually, I was excited. I never thought that I'll make it to the Million Garden. So when they called me after they seen that the work that I was doing in the community for Vitiligo,
Okay.
I got a call and I got an email for them, and they wanted more information. Oh, it was exciting,
Yeah.
but unfortunately I couldn't attend the main event because I was pregnant. But then,
Okay.
yeah, it's always great to see that people they are recognizing the kind of work that you do.
So
Yeah.
tell me, how did you even get to be recognized? What is the criteria to become part of this?
I think I don't really know the really criteria, but what I know is that you need to be doing something. You need to have a definition of your objectives and your
Okay.
goals, and your work being recognized and helping the community. So yeah.
Okay. So can you please define vitiligo for us?
Okay, I won't go too much in detail, but
Yes.
vitiligo, it's an skin condition that is caused due of the loss of melanin. So, like, when you don't have you don't have melanin on your skin, obviously it's noticeable by having spots or the patches.
And then at what age did you realize that you have a certain skin condition?
Actually, I was 4 years old. I was
Okay.
staying with my grandmother.
Did you even notice that?
I think I started noticing when I was 5 years, 6 years,
Okay.
when I was about to start school.
Uh-huh.
Because, like everyone would refer to you like some funny
Yeah.
names, or those
Yeah.
because I was in the villages
Yes.
with my grandparents, and they were very supportive.
Yeah.
But back then, when I was growing up, when I was 4 years, I didn't know it was vitiligo. I just knew that it
Okay.
has to do with ancestral fire, and maybe I have a calling, or I'm the special one in the family,
Yeah.
like how our elders define it. So yeah.
Did you even feel special during that time before knowing about what is it all about?
Not exactly, actually, because my grandparents, they didn't really make me feel different with my cousins, because we're like maybe more than 9 cousins in the house.
Oh.
So not really, but I just knew what was it. But I did get some more love, and from them, it only changed when I moved to Gauteng when I was 10 years.
Yes.
That's in the city. That's when I started getting more teasing, and then like more bullying in school,
Yes,
and
yes.
more name calling and all that. And then I kind of like hated it, and then I realized that my childhood I mostly enjoyed in the villages, because there was no more teasing and all that.
Yes,
Because
yes.
in the villages we practice a lot of our traditions and our
Yes,
cultural beliefs, but in the cities it was something totally different. But likely when I was in primary school,
Yeah.
I have a brother who's 1 year apart from me. We're
Okay.
very close now. He's one of my best friends.
Yeah.
Actually, get along, we fight now and then. He was very supportive, because he used to stand up for me.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know how to speak some other languages like Zulu. So yeah, but I survived. But then I didn't enjoy the bullying. I didn't really enjoy my primary level that much to how I enjoyed my high school. Because when I turned 14 years, when I started high school, it disappeared. I know it's gonna sound weird, but
Were you
honestly,
thankful though?
I think that I was excited. I was over the moon, because I was on my what do you call this, adolescent stage. You're growing up, you become a young woman and all that. So I was excited when I was a teenager that okay, something is happening. At least I'm gonna look like everyone.
Yeah.
I won't be getting name calls like you look like a cow, a
Yes,
zebra, or
yeah.
knees, or even some people giving the name that they think they suit you.
So, but then how was the experience now after it has disappeared?
Oh, when it disappeared, it was nice. The journey was just beautiful. I had the most 6 years actually when it reappeared.
Yeah.
I think I was
How
fine.
long did it disappear?
It disappeared when I was 14 years, and when I was 22 in university, I think I was doing my first year
Yes.
or second year, I can't remember, quite remember, somewhere there. And then I was going through trauma, and then I was going through some stress related and all that.
Yes.
So it reappeared, and when it reappeared, it was during semester break. And then likely it was winter. I know it sounds weird because when I say it was winter, likely. Because in winter, what it meant that when I came back from the first semester break, it meant that I'll cover my, cover my hands, cover my legs, cover everything, not dress up like that. Because I knew that what I experienced when I was when I was still a child when I moved to Gauteng. So in order for me to avoid the questions, what I did is that I covered a lot. That's what I did.
And people couldn't notice during that time.
Actually, they did. Some of my friends, and then one of my close friends, actually still quite close.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, what happened to you? Did you bend?" Like I was not feeling comfortable to talking to her about it, because I know that how psychological it impacted me as a child, and then it took me back. Like I really struggled. I remember when there was a party where I had to attend. One of my friends was having a 21st birthday party. So we had to wear miniskirt or short, anything short. Yes. I had to go to some shops and look and search for a specific color for the stockings that will match with the whole outfit, because I was not feeling comfortable. And throughout,
were you already having some spots on your legs?
Yes, because remember that one of the causes for vitiligo, actually I didn't say about the cause, one of the causes of vitiligo is stress related, and then it's genetic, and then can be environmental factors. But mine is genetic due to one of my forefathers had vitiligo. But the more you get stressed and too much sun, apparently now and then, like and sometimes where there's too much friction, like here on your eyes, when you see people, they have it a lot on their eyes, or on their armpits, or on their eyes, or here on the knees. The reason being that there's too much friction on the skin. So mine. It's genetic, so I was stressing about how I look. So the more I stressed, I got more depressed about it. So the more it was spreading, and then
Did you ever get to a point where you feel depressed, where you feel like I don't want to be in this skin?
I did feel depressed for some time, actually. I think it was it took me like 2 years, or maybe 1 year, couple of months. Like it was such a horrible time back then, actually, to a point where me and the mirror were like enemies. I hated looking myself in the mirror, because part of me wished that, oh my word, I wish I can just look at the mirror, and then when I open my eyes, like I just see one skin color. But then unfortunately it was just spreading and spreading and spreading, and then and I end up isolating myself a lot, because I felt that if I socialize a lot, I get more attention, more staring, like when you get into the room, everyone is just staring at you. Maybe most adults, they even gossip, like say something, whisper to each other.
Yes.
Which mostly I prefer kids, actually, when they look at you, because children, they say what's in their mind and you can explain to them. So when you wish, like, I wish an adult can come to me and ask me what's happening to you, than whisper and make you feel uncomfortable in the room. So it was that journey, and then to some point, actually, I hated how it made me feel, because I stopped living my life how it was, because I was playing table tennis and I was playing tennis. So it meant that during break, when I want to play table tennis in university, I'd have to wear tracksuit or long sleeve, which sometimes can be pretty hard. So I think I got exhausted at some point, feeling pity for myself. And then I met the lady from Nigeria, Ogo. She's always been referred, because she's my sister right now, actually. She's such an inspiring woman, actually, who really assisted me, because I couldn't find anyone in South Africa who can give me the moral support that I needed. The doctors were there, and everything, dermatology specialists doing their own thing, obviously medical side. But then unfortunately, because I was
couldn't you find, because now we see a lot of people who have this skin condition. During that, was there no one there?
There was a specific one organization. So when I called them, they were focusing mainly on the cure for vitiligo. So knowing that I had the condition before, it disappeared and it reappeared, I knew that there's no permanent cure, but it's manageable with your lifestyle. Sometimes there's the kind of food that you eat, and some medication that you can take, but there are very high chances that you can have the condition again.
So what are some of the myths that you know that people say about this skin condition?
Oh my word. Apparently I have some powers. I don't know, natural powers. And then one of them is I have a calling to be a sangoma. And the other one is that I've been cursed by my ancestors. Like I have bad luck or something like that. There are quite a few that I've had. And the recent one that I had, people that they say that, no, I just have to take the oil. Just imagine the same oil that you use for the car. I can apply on my body, and then it will disappear after some time.
Oh no.
So
I cannot imagine that. So now you started this organization called Beyond Vitiligo.
Yes.
What is it all about?
Beyond Vitiligo is an organization that was started to support people living with the conditions, keeping in mind that when you have a condition, it doesn't matter if it's a skin condition or maybe it's any other condition, it affects the whole family to a point from the support and then the acceptance, like helping the people living within the family so they can accept the skin conditions. Because if you make peace with the condition, things get much better and you become more comfortable in how you look. And then trying to help the family about the latest on cure or if there's any trial and all that. So it affects the whole family to a point where I know that I'm the third child, so there was more attention where I got at home due to maybe my parents trying to get a cure for me. Sometimes instead of spending money on this specific child, the more money is being spent on you. So it affects the whole family. So
But do you think society understands this?
Actually, you know what, that question, it will always change. The reason being, if you could have asked me that question 2 years ago, I could have said no. But I think now things are getting much better. But back then, when or 2009 and 10, when I had vitiligo, it was very, very difficult. But now it's getting much better. But believe me, now actually it's getting better in an awkward way from the city now, because people are more exposed to the media and all that. But to the villages, sometimes it gets difficult because most people don't know about it. Especially to the villages where people, they believe maybe there's a witchcraft and all that, those kind of things. So
it gets to be different every now and then.
Yes, it depends with the location most of the time.
But if you were to be given a chance, would you want to change your skin color to just be one?
That's a really difficult question to answer, to be honestly with you, because I know that vitiligo is a condition that now we're seeing as an art is beautiful. It's all out there,
honestly,
right? It is, right? But then the impact, the psychological impact that it comes with, it's so exhausting. It kind of like forces you to grow up quickly to face this. It kind of like forces you to go through your self-love journey. So if I have to wake up and I have my one color, I don't know how long it will take for me to adjust. I'm not even really sure if will I be able to recognize myself in the mirror. So I won't be able to answer that.
Okay. So again, what can you say to a mother raising kids who have this?
Or to a parent that have the same condition, actually. Child empowerment is very, very powerful. It's very, very important in children's life. It doesn't matter if the child has condition or it doesn't have. And it's always important for the mother to get more information. But Google, the parents shouldn't Google too much, because sometimes Google can give you wrong information. Before you can diagnose your child that has vitiligo, it's always best to go to a dermatologist and get the medical advice from a doctor that specializes in skin. So, and child empowerment and helping the child on taking extra care of the skin, because obviously we don't have melanin on the skin, so I become very sensitive on the sun. So I use the after sun lotion, and then I use the sunscreen and all that, and I try to put lip care that is SPF 50. So it's kind of like forces you for self-love care and taking extra care of your skin.
Any advice that you'd want to give to someone who has vitiligo?
To someone who has vitiligo, don't compare your journey with someone. It could have taken me a year or 2 years to get over it, but then I'm not really over it, perhaps, because sometimes when I work in the malls, you know, like, you're just a human being. The self-love journey still continues. At times I don't want people to look at me in a way. I just want to be me. Like, so when you work in a public environment, everyone's looking at you, it becomes something else. So they shouldn't compare their journeys with someone else. This is your journey, and do yourself. Do you go.
Anything that you want to add specifically also about the the organization that you have?
Okay, I've been running the organization since 2011, and we focus mostly on educating people living with vitiligo. We go to the communities, and then we do anti-bullying campaigns in school, because sometimes mainly we go to the primary level, because I believe when you try to empower a child when he's in high school, there's more damage done in the world.
In primary it's actually worse.
So we're trying to empower them from there where we can, and then we're trying to help people with the self-love journey and accepting how they look like, but keeping in mind that there are some medical trials out there that I can help them and maybe control the spread and live a specific life. So, and then also I'm part of, I'm a member of Global Skin Conference, which I attend every 2 years.
Okay.
What happened is that it's called International Skin something, I forgot the name in full. So we attended that, and then we meet with, it's all types of skin that they involve. I think last year this year we had 48 skin conditions.
Ooh.
So we attend and we meet people with different conditions, and every time when I see other people, I'm learning so much about the skin conditions. And then I think vitiligo has reminded me to put myself more. I'm a mother of two and I have a husband. But then I don't know, maybe my star sign is Taurus, but then I believe that I am my own queen before anything else. What happened is that because I can be a little bit fragile, and maybe because of the emotions that has to do with vitiligo, because it's a psychological impact.
Yeah.
So most of the time I put myself first before I can put my children. Not in a selfish way, but I believe that if I'm a happy mom and I do things that I love and I go extra mile on myself, for the next person, it's going to be easy for me to give love. And then I'm also one of the board members for VPOC, which is based in France. We did it as the vitiligo patient leaders, and the other one we have the vitiligo medical researchers. They are doctors. And you know what, to some point actually we do have vitiligo medical researchers that have vitiligo. And some of them they're dermatologists that focuses on vitiligo. So there's still more trials and all that still need to be done on the conditions. So yeah, we have members in Gauteng. Some of them they're in Witbank, and then we have few in Durban and Cape Town. And then what happened is that I'm working with other companies that contribute to Beyond Vitiligo. They give us sunscreen, and they give us after sun lotion. And the other company, they give us lip care, which we call them essential pack for people living with vitiligo, so that in case when you go on the sun and all that, you can always put that to take extra care of your skin and protecting yourself from the sun. And then you can always, when you become a member, we give you a welcome with the pack, essential pack, so then at least we keep you updated on the latest, and then if we have any event.
So when people want to become a member of the organization, what do they do?
Okay, they can go to our website www.beyondvitiligo.org, and then they can go on the home screen. There's a becoming a member, and the membership is not only open to people living with vitiligo. If you want to be interested or maybe knowing about vitiligo, you're welcome to join. Or if you have a friend or a family that has a vitiligo, you're also welcome to join. No, there's nothing else. Thanks so much. Hopefully. I made it to the class of 2019. Or did I just scream? The class of 2019, what you call this? I was on Destiny. Okay, Destiny is fine. It's past, like this month actually. Class of 2019, True Love magazine. So yes, as one of the, I think it's 30 women that are doing the great work in the communities.
Okay, so how did you get to be part of it?
They still recognize the work that we do on Beyond Vitiligo. I got a call and email, and they wanted to know more about the information that I do. And then they saw some of the documentaries that I did in 2012. I did a documentary with Active, which is for leadership. So I still have more record of things that I do every year. They always recognize our work. So yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay, and how can people get hold of you?
They can get hold of me on Facebook, Beyond Vitiligo, South Africa, and on Twitter, Beyond Vitiligo, and even on Instagram.
Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you so much.